Hello, how's it going? This is a video about a short explanation about hiragana and katakana. This video is sort of set up to be educational, or to at least look like it's educational. I don't know if I would really say that. I'm definitely not a teacher. I am a learner. I have been learning Japanese for a while, and this video is just to talk about hiragana and katakana and some of the things surrounding it, some of the things that have tripped me up and things. Because I'm going to be making weekly videos about my study habits and how I get into learning Japanese and all of that kind of stuff, I thought I would do a precursor on hiragana and katakana. One of the things that I have the most grasp on, one of the things I understand the most and the best, I think. So this is hiragana and katakana. You have hiragana on the left. At the top, it says hiragana and katakana, and you have all of the letters. So this is hiragana, and this is with the English or romaji, which is the English letters. A, I, U, E, O. Those are pretty much all of the sounds that every letter kind of works with. It goes into ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so, ta, chi, tsu, te, to, na, ni, nu, ne, no, ha, hi, hu, he, ho, ma, mi, mu, me, mo, ya, yu, yo, ra, di, ru, re, ro, wa, o, and n. Katakana is also the same. I'm not going to go through each one. It actually works the same, but each letter is obviously different. These letters are pretty easy to remember. I definitely think that anyone can learn these in roughly 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and you can understand how to read hiragana and katakana. Hiragana is something that you will see everywhere in Japanese. Katakana is a little bit more rare. Katakana is used for foreign words, foreign to Japan, and I've also seen it used in some other ways. I don't really know all of the rules of where you use katakana. I've seen it used in manga and things when it's trying to make the sentences look a little bit different. Because Japanese is written with no spaces, sometimes I've seen words written in katakana to maybe focus in on that word and show that it's a different word, or maybe to make it look like it's being spoken in a different way, like almost using a different font or something like that. But hiragana is super important, and when I started learning, I picked up on hiragana really fast. Katakana took me a lot longer because when you watch anything Japanese, anime, vlogs, learning channels, katakana is just used less, but it's still very important. Some of these things still trip me up sometimes. I get a little bit mixed up, but yeah. Some other rules that hiragana and katakana both have are dakuten and handakuten. So the dakuten is the little marks, the two little marks. This letter right here, as you can see, if I go back, is ka. And then when you add the dakuten to it, it changes to ga. So it's a way to make some of the same letters sound different. Ga, gi, gu, ge, go. I'm not going to read all of these, but and then the handakuten are the little circles, which change some of these to pa, pi, pu, pe, po. Kind of changes the sound. And then you have something I'm going to call combos. I don't know exactly what you would call these. I wrote right here, these are two letters. It's ki and ya, and they would be read that way. Ki, ya, as two different separate letters. And then when they're together like this, you can see that the ya is a little bit smaller. It's actually almost combined. So instead of being ki, ya, it would be kya. And then kyu, kyo, kya, gyu, gyo. You can get some things like nya, which is the Japanese, what is that called? sound effect noise for cats. So yeah, you have all sorts of different sounds that can be comboed. So hiragana and katakana are both phonetic, meaning that every time you see these, they sound like that. There are a few exceptions, but very rare. Some of the things I find confusing while learning, as a particle, ha is pronounced wa. I'll get into particles in another video. Particles are something I definitely still need to learn. But man, I don't understand why. There's got to be some rule that I've never been taught or never learned. But for some reason, ha is wa, and then wo is also pronounced as o. You can kind of remove the w. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so I don't really know. But o or wo is its own particle, and it's only used as a particle. This letter is only used as a particle. And it's the only letter that is only used as a particle, because some of these can be letters or a particle. But then you have things like this, no, ga, ni, de. They are particles with no change. There's no change to the rule of these letters when they are used as a particle. But when they're letters, also just the same. Kind of confusing. I don't really understand that. Also, katakana, I'll go back, also has its own wo. I don't really know why, because this is the one for the particle, and it's only ever used as a particle. At least in hiragana, it is. Maybe you use that sometimes in katakana. I don't see katakana written enough, so maybe this is used. I just don't notice it, but definitely isn't a particle. I've never seen katakana used as particles, so that's a little confusing. Also, there's these four katakana that are pretty confusing. I think you can tell why. They're very similar looking. This is shi. I only know that because I wrote these. Shi, tsu, so, and n. Man, I don't know why they have to look so similar. It's so confusing. I always get these mixed up, but I try. Also, here's another weird, confusing rule that I don't really understand, but it's definitely there. This is ji, and this letter you will often see written, and then this is also ji. You can add the dakuten to chi to make it ji. But I very, very, very rarely see this written in words, and I don't know why you would ever use this one over this one, because they make the same sound as far as I'm aware, and I always see this one and never this one. Same with this, zu. This is su with the dakuten, that makes it zu, and this is tsu with the dakuten that make it zu. Also, same pronunciation, I think. But I don't know why you would use this one. I've seen it used a few times here and there, but I don't really know why. So, yeah. Here's some recommendations I have to actually learn this, because I'm not a teacher. This video is really helpful. I'm only recommending things that I have watched. There's other videos that are also on katakana. This one's just for hiragana. This is an hour-long video, but you could probably watch it in 2 times if you don't want to spend a whole hour doing it. But yeah, this is very helpful. I also do recommend Duolingo, at least for learning hiragana and katakana. It is very useful. And as soon as you get a little bit of a grasp, you should start in on things like this. Comprehensible Japanese is a great YouTube channel, and you can pretty much understand a lot of things with the most minimal Japanese. You can understand a lot of things in these videos. There's very, very, very beginner-friendly videos on this channel, and they are very helpful. Even when there's words that you don't necessarily understand, they can describe what it is in Japanese, and you'll somehow still understand it, just because of how slow they speak and how clearly and everything. So this is a very good channel. Other things that I recommend is, as soon as you can read hiragana and katakana, start reading. Start reading as soon as you can, whether it's manga, whether it's books, whether it's YouTube videos. If you go to YouTube videos and just watch vlogs and have the Japanese subtitles on, that's a really good way to just start reading. I recommend reading as soon as possible to start getting that language into your brain, because I kind of started reading as soon as possible, but I didn't really keep it up. And yeah, eventually my learning started to get to a point where I was more maintaining rather than improving. But anyways, yeah, so this is a little video about Hiragana and Katakana. Look out for more videos. I'm going to be doing more like studying style videos rather than just talking about things. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to doing them once a week. So if you're a learner, hopefully you can learn with me. Yeah, cool. Bye.